The Cade Cunningham is back and looks really good. Cade looked really good, and if I'm a Pistons fan, seeing him bulked up, but not in a heavy way, like just bigger and stronger and getting where he wanted on the court, I think he's got a chance to have a really nice year for them this year. And it was just a reminder that this guy who was sort of out of our mind this past year because he wasn't on the court is still very much in play in Detroit, and I think he's got a chance to be very, very good.
You really stood out yesterday. I'm wondering if you saw the reaction from Pistons fans and NBA fans or your performance in the scrimmage yesterday.
Yeah, my cousin Ashton, he kind of hyped me up about it, like, yo, you should see da-da-da. So,
would you be interested in playing next year?
Yeah, I mean, it's Team USA. It's not a higher honor than, being on Team USA and competing for the USA. So definitely, I always consider playing.
I hope you folks did not forget about Cade Cunningham. The #1 pick in the 2021 NBA draft is expected to change the game of basketball with his unique build and play style, similar to stars like Luka Doncic and a bigger version of Chris Paul, in my opinion. As someone who's been following Cade Cunningham since his days at Mount Verde Academy, I can see Cade always possessed a feel for the game that made him stand out from the rest. His ability to control the pace of the game and move at his own speed was reminiscent of a guard who has what it takes to be one of the elites. As part of the select team helping Team USA prepare for the Olympics, Cade simply took over and showed everyone why they should not forget he's up next. It almost didn't matter what the defense was doing, whether they tried to bump him off his spots or use strength and harassment to speed him up. Since his injury last season, Cade has clearly come back with a few more pounds of muscle on his frame, which is scary for the rest of the league because at 6'7", paired with his newfound strength, Cade Cunningham has the potential to be a Luka Doncic/CP3 type player. And we could add LeBron James in there. He's taking a piece of all of those guys' games. An elite jumbo guard who can play the game at their own pace and makes the right play 95% of the time. Also keep in mind, the select team put Cade in a Luka Doncic type role to help prepare the main team to face Luka in the Olympics. If Cade is torching them like this, imagine what Luka is going to do to them boys, man. The Detroit Pistons are one of the teams that have been one of the great successes at rebuilding their young roster. With a young core of Cade Cunningham, James Wiseman, Jaden Ivey, Ausar Thompson, Jalen Green, Killian Hayes, the Pistons have a bright future if they can develop these guys the right way. In this guy's first ever NBA season at the age of 19, Cade put up 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Last season, before his sophomore campaign got cut short due to injury, Cade put up 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists in 12 games. In my opinion, if Cade had played the whole season, he would have had an excellent sophomore year, giving us a glimpse of what's coming in the future. Because of his injury, many have forgotten the 21-year-old prodigy, who is just scratching the surface of his true potential. Cade Cunningham is just getting started, man. And now that he's coming back stronger with a sharper game, I predict Cade Cunningham will average and is capable of averaging 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists next season. And he could possibly be in contention to make his first All-Star game, along with winning Most Improved. I just get this feeling that next season there's going to be a lot of young guys, veterans, just a lot of players who are going to have something to prove. And Cade Cunningham just fits that description perfectly for me. You're having a great, stellar sophomore campaign. You go down with injury, only play 12 games. You come back, as a better player. Not only are you a better player, but the team and the roster that's constructed around you is better. I see nothing but great things from Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons, moving on to next season. Do not sleep on Cade Cunningham, man. Do not sleep on Cade Cunningham. 2 years from now, he'll be 23, and just imagine how good he'll be by then, man. Barring injury, of course, but he's already improved so much in one offseason, and one can only think, without injury, the sky's the limit for this guy. Pistons fans should feel like Houston Rockets fans, honestly. Just absolutely hyped to see a young core and what they can do in the future. It really looks like that Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham rivalry is just only going to keep getting better as the years go on, because these guys are just getting better and better. Jalen Green I just made a video about him. He's going to get better. Cade Cunningham's getting better. The league is becoming a scary place, man. But what do you think? Do you think Cade Cunningham could break out next year? Do you think he'll be an all-star or possibly win Most Improved? Where do you see the Pistons finishing next year? Let me know in the comments section down below. Like the video, Join the family, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 1K, we go!